The Old Man in the Woods. There was an old man who lived alone in the woods. Every day, he would go out and collect firewood to sell in the village. One day, he met a young woman who was lost. She asked him for directions, and he showed her the way. They became friends, and she would visit him often. One day, she didn't come to see him, and he went to look for her. He'd found her in the village, sick and dying. He took her back to his home and cared for her until she died. The old man was very sad when the young woman died. He had grown to care for her very much. He wished he could have done more to help her. The old man continued to live in the woods by himself, but he was never the same. He missed the young woman's visits and the conversations they would have. He often thought about her and wished he could have done more to save her. One day, the old man went into the village to sell his firewood. While he was there, he saw the young woman's husband. He was angry and blamed the old man for her death. He attacked the old man, and the old man was forced to defend himself. The old man ended up killing the young woman's husband in self-defense. The old man was put on trial for murder. He was found guilty and sentenced to death. As he was led to his execution, he thought about the young woman and how much he wished he could have saved her. The old man was led to the gallows, and he thought about the young woman and how much he wished he could have saved her. He regretted not being able to do more for her. As he was about to be hanged, he shouted out that he loved her. The old man's last words echoed in the air long after he was gone. The villagers all whispered about how he had killed the young woman's husband in cold blood. But the old man's final declaration of love for the woman he couldn't save haunted them the most. No one could forget the look of anguish and despair on his face as he uttered those words. The old man's love for the young woman was greater than anything anyone had ever seen. His final act of taking care of her, even in death, was a testament to that. The villagers began to see him in a different light. They started to see him as a man who was capable of great love and compassion. They started to see him as someone they could trust and confide in. The old man's love for the young woman changed the village forever.